This is the story of the strict mother-in-law and how she controlled his son. The daughter-in-law had to come to battle against her mother-in-law to save her marriage. Sarah is very excited. She is about to meet Adam's family. Adam proposed to her last week, and they are planning their marriage. When Adam and Sarah enter the lounge, she sees one graceful lady. However, Sarah becomes uneasy when she notices the angry eyes directed toward her. Andrea, Adam's mother, and Anna, Adam's sister, sit in the lounge. Anna warmly greets her, and in her lap, cute toddler Aaron smiles at Sarah. When Sarah wants to kiss this little creature, Andrea says sternly, "No, we don't kiss kids. Germs in our mouths are dangerous for kids." Sarah stops and looks toward Adam, who avoids eye contact as if ignoring his mother's comment. Sarah tries to hug Andrea, but Andrea stops her. "Adam, you don't tell her we have class. You should teach her the etiquette of our class." Sarah feels embarrassed. Adam comes from an affluent family, unlike Sarah. They both met in college and fell in love. Adam's father is the wealthiest businessman in the country. He rarely meets Andrea because he has other families in different countries. Adam's father has 3 more wives, and Andrea is his first wife. Andrea is arrogant and full of herself. She controls Adam, Anna, and her husband, Jacob. Adam told Sarah that her mother is strict but very loving. However, Anna couldn't sense any of this during their first meeting. Andrea indirectly called her dirty, a gold digger, and impoverished. Sarah is unsure about Adam now because he didn't defend her in front of his mother. She is angry with Adam, but Adam comes up with the excuse that his mother is outspoken, which he admits, but she is very kind. He tells her his mother likes her and has agreed to the marriage. Sarah says, "What do you mean she agreed to the marriage? It should be your decision." Adam replies, "Of course, you know my decision. I love you, and don't worry. You will spend your entire life with me, not my mother." Sarah relents a bit. They choose a destination wedding, but Sarah becomes furious because her relatives will not attend the marriage. Only her parents and siblings can attend. Adam's mother decided this. Adam tries to dissuade her, explaining that even his relatives are not coming, and their wedding will be grand with many celebrities and business people in attendance. After much persuasion, Sarah agrees, but she is not happy with this decision. In the marriage, there were many strangers around her. Her father and mother proudly watched her from a distance. Their daughter could live the life they wished for, but their parents didn't know that to live this life, her wishes would die, and she would become the slave of Adam's mother. Adam's mother appeared normal at the wedding, smiling and enjoying the night as if she were the sweetest person in the world. Seeing this, Sarah relaxed and thought maybe Adam was right. She might not be too strict and had a good heart. However, all her illusions vanished when Adam and Sarah entered the room. After a few minutes, they both heard a loud thud in their room. Devastated, Andrea blasted Sarah for not treating the city's mayor well by not shaking hands with him. She also scolded Adam for not teaching the values and etiquette of their family. She took Adam with her, and Sarah waited for him all night. The first wedding night is usually romantic, but Sarah's first night was humiliating. She slept, weeping and thinking about the harsh words Andrea had said to her. Sarah was stunned by Adam's behavior. She didn't know what her mother told him, but he accused him of being rude to the mayor and said she refused to shake hands with him. The mayor extended his hands towards her, but she didn't see it and started to meet her parents. This small act had now become a big issue. Sarah wanted to leave, but Adam began to plead, "You know I love you, and I want to spend my life with you. But please, for my sake, kindly learn how to behave with influential people. My mother has arranged an assistant for it." Sarah couldn't believe this, but because of her love, she agreed to it. After marriage, Sarah and Adam went on their honeymoon. This was the happiest moment of their marriage. Afterward, they returned, and Adam's mother, Andrea, brought hell upon Sarah. She wanted Sarah to become her puppet in the name of teaching manners. Sarah complied for several months, but she had enough. When Andrea ordered her one day, she said she was not her slave. That's when she saw Andrea's true colors. With a sly face, Andrea told Sarah that she wanted Adam to marry a girl who was grateful for all this, someone who could live with their system, which Andrea owned. But Adam's love sabotaged her plan, and she knew Sarah was an outcast who would not accept this system when she met her. She took the chance, hoping Andrea could change Sarah, but her instincts always told her Sarah was a rebel. Andrea told Sarah that because of this, she would ruin her marriage and bring Linda into Adam's life, who was a sycophant of Andrea. Much to Andrea's surprise, Sarah waged war after learning all of this. She told Andrea she would not bend and would do anything to save her marriage. Sarah knew Andrea cared about her image. To beat her, she should expose her ugly face in front of the world without revealing herself. After some patience, she got the chance when she saw Andrea mistreating her maid, Nancy. After some days, Sarah realized that Nancy despised Andrea like her. So, she started to console her to gain her trust. Sarah was patient because she knew Nancy was under Andrea's influence. One day, when Andrea tried to order Sarah, she exploded in front of everyone. This was the first time Andrea and Sarah had a verbal fight, lasting for half an hour. Andrea was furious because this was the first time someone dared to speak against her in her own house, and this time, Sarah verbally outmatched her. After the fight, Sarah told Nancy that she had become strong, and now it was her turn to become strong. Nancy admitted, and they both formulated a plan for the ultimate humiliation of Andrea. Andrea turned on the TV and saw footage of herself beating Nancy. Nancy had also sent the media many videos of verbally abusing maids. Sarah and Nancy started to gather video evidence of her mistreatment, and with Nancy's help, Sarah exposed her. David saw this side of his mother and was dejected. Now he understood all of her schemes. David tried to move out, but Sarah forbade him and told him that her mother needed him. Now, Nancy was the main helper of Sarah, and the balance of power had shifted. Andrea spent much time studying and didn't talk to Sarah much. The tension between them remained, but Sarah was happy that she could now live freely with her husband.